hope is to do with the short films that I'm making is to do well at festivals, to get some notice at festivals, to be recognised as someone who should be on set, as someone who can add something to someone else's production, or who deserves funding for one of their future productions. So, probably like most writers or filmmakers, I've got a big tank of writing. Do you know what I mean? Just like God knows how many scripts that probably will never see the light of day. But if someone, if I want a Palme d'Or, let's say, or something ridiculous, which obviously is very unlikely.
Never say
but
never.
like,
I was going to say, what? Yeah, it's interesting that you think that's ridiculous.
Well, maybe in years and years to come, but right now I'm not there, I'd say. But if you did win something like that, you're going to get noticed. You're going to get attention from other filmmakers. You're more like you've got that on your CV. You've got that
But you could say if you want to get
I'm capable, and I have this script here, and can I get funding or can I get distribution for this project that I've already made or whatever you're looking at.
Well, like the Human Caterpillar.
Right, yeah.
But no, just thinking, because you said about because we are talking about breaking through the noise. I did think that was pretty. I only watched that the other day.
It was successful. It's very successful.
But successful is in like all it is really is a few people with a few bandages, like walking around on all fours.
Yeah,
but the idea of it was
film. I mean, I happily say that A Human Caterpillar is an awful piece of cinema.
Okay, we don't need to talk about that film so much, but
no,
why not just get loads of knockers in your film and
anything like that. So another good example of that is a film called A Serbian Film, which is very, very gory, very extreme. I just wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't want to make it myself. I mean, you could. I don't know, make the best porn film ever, or the bloodiest horror film ever, or I don't know,
As a vehicle, though,
yeah,
say as a vehicle,
Bête Noire or something like that, the French one that actually had real sex in the film, or I think that was what it was called.
But say like that guy though who made the Serbian film, maybe he thought, shit, I'm so fed up of people not watching what I want to show them, but I'm going to make this film. Then they'll all be interested in what I make next.
Yeah. Yeah, I just, fair enough. I mean, if that's your aim, I'm going to make something just to shock people or just to get some notice, so that I guess that's a clever marketing technique.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Marketing.
It wouldn't really enter my. I'm not good enough at marketing and doing stuff like that. Maybe I need someone else to go, Dan, you should be making a film about.
Knockers.
Your knockers, or
just get a big schlong in it and double your hits on YouTube.
Women in affairs. That's really hot right now, or something.
But then would you do that?
Do a wedding story.
Is that any different from doing like corporate stuff where?
No,
then you lose your creative vision.
At least corporate stuff is honest, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, so if you make a promo video for a nightclub or a construction firm or something, it's an advert. You're making an advert, and everyone knows what an advert is. People watch an advert going, all right, okay, you're trying to sell me a product, that's fine. If you make a Serbian film, you're either making a film because you think that's good, which is fine. I mean, I'm not a big fan of that kind of level of gore and pornography and stuff, really. But that's fine if you want to make that. But if you're making it, as you said, just as a marketing technique to get noticed, then that's totally dishonest. You're making something just to be.
But lots of people get it.
Not because you're interested in it, not because you want to tell that story, but because
quite a few people have seen the Serbian. I've heard people talk about it, and they got some enjoyment out of it. So
maybe some people, fair enough. But that's fine. If you made that film because you wanted to make that film, and you made it and people enjoyed it, of course it's fine. But earlier you said.
Yeah, but
maybe he did that to get noticed, right?
But as just a byproduct, people enjoy it because people are going to enjoy like loads of knockers or people pooing in people's mouths. You're going to get people watching it. School kids will be mad for it.
Sure, yeah, they might be, but I I don't want to make that kind of film. Whether for marketing purposes or
Just
narrative purposes.
okay. So
Whatever.
just I mean, sort of strayed a bit, but I'm just curious about marketing. So this film you're making, the next one you're making, for
Yeah.
instance, do you ever think who's gonna watch this?
Who do I think will watch A Ghost Story? I hope that basically the people that I want to see it are other filmmaking peers. I can't expect to reach an audience of 60 million. I can't expect that, right? That's crazy.
Why not?
Because it doesn't have the distribution to reach that kind of audience. It's not
But you just put
screening
it. Surely you just put it on the internet, and then
Oh,
anyone
okay.
can watch
Well,
it.
you could put it on the internet, but then unless it became viral, you're still not looking at a crazy audience like 60 million would be EastEnders if something prime time. TV
Or something with someone pooing in someone's mouth.
Or something
Yeah.
where someone poos in
Yeah,
someone's mouth.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I would like my work to be recognised not on the basis of people pooing in other people's mouths. That's sort of like been like an ambition of mine.
So it's
from the
to
beginning.
me, it sounds like it would compromise what you'd want to be associated with. I mean, there is,
I mean, I could make a porn movie, right, and probably make money from it, right? But I'm not going to do it. I could, don't you just do the things that you want to do in your life as much as you can, right? Sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do, fair enough, but you try and do the things you can. I don't particularly want to work in a bank or in advertising or whatever, so I don't, that might be more money than what I'm making right now, but that's neither here nor there. More people might know my name if I worked in another industry, but it's irrelevant. I want to make films, and I want to make films that I like, so I try and do that as much as possible.
No, I totally get you.